Welcome, all of you joining me on this glorious Thursday, right here in our little group on Zoom, and all of you joining us on the app or on our social media platforms. It's good to have you here. We are less than a minute from getting started. So find that comfortable sitting position that is going to be comfortable for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe, if you're lucky. Because you know what the mind does with that. The mind steps in and then starts screaming that you're not comfortable, that you need to shift in your seat, that you need to shuffle your feet, that you need to move your hands, because the mind always wants things to be in movement. So though you may be very comfortable, the mind is going to tell you you're not. It's fascinating. I love that part of meditation always, which is why the invitation is to not move at all. It's not because, I'm a dictator and I'm trying to impose upon you, which is not possible because you're not physically present, that you should not move. It's just to alert you of paying attention to the intricacies of all of our makeup, how the mind works. And you can only do that if you just watch the urges of the mind. If you just watch what the mind really would like you to do to be more comfortable again, and yet not indulge. Kind of retrain the mind as well as we do that. We can retrain the mind to become more at home with all the perceived discomfort, which gives us actually more resilience in life. Because from there we can extrapolate to, okay, what do I really need to be bent out of shape with, and what is just unconscious reaction to whatever is happening and triggering now. So we start really with the physical body, and then we move on ultimately to every moment of experience. And through that, we build equanimity, our ability to remain steeped in and centered and grounded in equanimity. It's another way of saying, like the title of the book, don't sweat the small stuff, but doing it from a grounded, centered heart space. Not just, positive thinking stuff. Real lived experience and abilities and resilience. So that was a long intro. Let's get into it now. Find our breath. And practice that equanimity today. And in that place of practice, that sacred space that connects us, I invite you to chant Shalom with me. Shalom. And feeling perhaps if you chanted with me how the chant itself allows for a little bit of an altered state to be experienced. Something about the breath and the sounds and the vibrations of the chant has as well been documented over the millennia of practitioners. Chant can induce, in fact, an ability to touch deeper, altered, we would call it altered, but deeper states of awareness. Sometimes I feel that the everyday consciousness is actually the one that is altered because our true awareness isn't that at all. So just feeling perhaps through the chant or in the deepening of our relaxation with each breath, how we can enter into a different kind of perception of reality, of experience. The content might not change, the perceiver changes. You are not who you think you are. The you that you think into being isn't who you think you are. The you that you think knows this or believes this or see the world this way isn't who you think you are. You are not any of these thinking processes. You can touch this right now. If I were to ask you, what are you thinking about right this moment? And if we were engaged in a conversation, you might respond to me with whatever it is that you discovered when I asked the question, when you looked. And then you would respond to me, well, as I'm thinking this, or I'm thinking that. This thought came, that thought came. You would tell me about content. And then I would ask you, who was that which observed the thought before you reported back? Because that which was able to see, as I asked the question, what are you thinking about, isn't the thinker, is the observer of the thought appearing. In fact, if we pay close attention, thoughts arise. There is no thinker needed, they just arise on their own. If there was a thinker, and the thinker would know what the next thought is going to be, but we can't know what the next thought is going to be. We can only know a thought once it's already here. Don't take my word for it. Inquire in your direct experience right now. Is there any way for you to know what the next thought is going to be before it appears in awareness? Isn't it your experience that any thought, however trivial they may be, are only known to you because they've already appeared, they've already been formed? Some scientists have actually measured that the spark, the electrical spark in the brain, happens moments before anyone is able to say, I'm thinking this, or this thought just arose. So maybe the question was wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have asked, what were you thinking about? What are you thinking about? I should have asked, what is the thought arising now? And then ask, and who is observing that thought? Who is aware of the thought? Who was looking before you reported back? And if you're inclined to say, I, as a separate being, as a separate entity, when that's also a thought? What is aware of the thought I? What is aware of the sensation, the emotion that arises when we say I, me? Because when I say who is thinking, who is aware, and you say me, something is aware of that happening. So, what is aware of the thought me? Let's keep going. If you're saying, well, I am aware, well, what is aware of you saying that? I'm inviting you to really push beyond the known. To truly look. It's right here. Let's try to go even a little deeper. What is aware of being aware? See how that works for you. Don't you have a sense of something is being pulled towards the back? It feels like that to me. What is aware of being aware? And keep that question going as we step into the silence. What is aware of being aware right now? And gently we let go of our practice, of our inquiry. A beautiful inquiry that allows us to drop deep down underneath all the noise. And as we leave the spaciousness of our meditation, I invite you to take a couple of deeper breaths, perhaps. And then let the body stretch if it needs to do so. And I'd like to invite you, as I do most times, to keep the question going. What is aware? What is aware right now? What is aware of this? What is aware of how this tastes? What is aware of how this looks? What is aware of the light? What is aware? What is aware? What is aware? And keep that around. And see if you can ask the question, every so many minutes. Not all the time, but every so many minutes when you remember. For now, we'll close with Shalom. Shalom as a prayer for all beings, that all beings might find that Shalom in their hearts, in their life, in their world. Peace, harmony, wholeness. Again, thank you all.
Moda Ani.
Moderne, thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Ani, thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you.
Rodani. Thank you, everybody. Have a sunny day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Merci.
Vous êtes bienvenus.
Bonne journée.
À demain. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.